Hey, this fortnight on Project Ice Cream, we are talking about school, and I was trying to think of a clever way of saying something about school which was unique, or maybe just a way that nobody had thought about yet, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't think of anything. So basically I'm going to go through my school life, just run through from the beginning to the end, or to the present day rather, and tell you what it was like and what it is like now and how it changes, and hopefully instead of trying to be clever I will just give you some advice. So starting off, we're in primary school, and primary school for me was very mixed. In the first couple of years I didn't have that many friends, and it was only until the point where the teacher kind of got involved after we were kind of in a bit of an argument, me and some kids, and she said to them, why don't you let him join in, and maybe you'll like him. So they did, and they did like me, and it was that simple. They then became my best friends, and it was so weird. Primary school was very good after that. For the last couple of years of primary school, I remember saying to my friend at the end of primary school that I wish we didn't have to go because it was so good. I will say that when I was in primary school I wasn't the smartest kid. I was a bit stupid, to be fair. Let's just say I made random noises a lot and got sent to the headmaster's room and didn't do my work, never did homework. I don't know why, I just don't know. Anyway, moving on. In high school I lost all my friends again because they all went to a different high school than me. It was in this high school where it may not have been the most financially stable high school, but the teachers were good for the most part, and especially in the later years is when I met my best friend. Most people from that high school I don't talk to anymore apart from one or two people, and most of them are either unemployed and are most likely, and some of them certainly, have girlfriends that they've gotten pregnant, and they now have children. There's my phone going off. Who's texting me? For me, however, I never really fit in with school, especially high school, because all the kids there were a little bit, what's the word? I don't know, but willing to fit in with normal life, and I always kind of had a crazy imagination, and I wanted more. I wanted more from life, and I've always been ambitious, I suppose. Some of my favourite lessons were music and drama, and mainly drama at the time. I wanted to be an actor, but then at the end of high school I decided it probably wasn't the best choice because it was a bit too risky of a career. And at the very last moment, even after I had passed my audition for drama in college, I changed to an art degree. Still a risky course, I know, but seemed a little bit less risky. After finishing the art degree I realised that art wasn't really my thing, and though I had discovered a love for photography, it wasn't really a career path I wanted to go down. Though however, my friends, my best friend from high school in the course with me, decided at the time to start a band. It was through this that we decided, let's all go on the music course. So that's what we did. Halfway through the first year, my friend decided that art actually was his way, and he opted to go back for one more year at art before going to university. For me, at the time, I decided, with the band behind us, I would go on to be a music teacher. I had one more year after he had gone to university, and I had to decide where I was going to go, if at all. That's when I went to visit him at his university, Huddersfield. I'd never heard of the place until he went, but when I got there, the university was really, really amazing. Buildings were new, the tutors all seemed nice, and when I stayed with him at his flat, his housemates were all really friendly, and the whole thing just really excited me. I knew this was the place where I wanted to be. So instantly I knew that's where I wanted to go, and after looking on the website and finding a music degree, even though it was in classical, and my college course was very much rock, I decided to just go for it, even though I didn't know what I was getting into. I was accepted straight away, got top marks in college, and went there. And though in my first year it was one of the most difficult times of my life where I had to catch up with everybody, because everybody there was very classically trained and I really wasn't. There were some classes where I was failing. I'm about to go into my 3rd year and I am in league with many people in my class, and I'm higher than a lot of others. It helps when you get to choose your modules, because then you do what you love. And even though I do love music, there are specific areas of music that I love a lot more than others. Counterpoint harmony and analysis is not my forte. Music in the moving image, now that's what I like. To sum up, I would say that as you go through education, some people grow sick of it, but for me, it's kind of a crutch in a way. You know what you're doing, you're given a task, and as you go through more and more of it, you're given more and more freedom to do it how you want to do it. And sometimes the task is yours to create. And it's that time when I flourish, when I'm able to create my own task, to create my own challenge, and then to complete it. I can make sure that it's a bar above the rest, and I can prove myself, and then the grades speak for that. So anybody thinking about going to university, I would definitely give it a go. Be careful where you go, because I've heard so many times that the story of the rise and fall can all depend on where you go, because where you go depends on who you meet. And the tutors and the students, your housemates, they all decide how you're going to feel about that experience. Hopefully for me it's been good. Hopefully it will be for you too. So, I've been Darren, Project Ice Cream. I will see you in 2 weeks.